Alright, I gotta be honest, this movie actually scared me at certain moments and thoroughly creeped me out. But that's not to say that the whole smiling thing isn't kind of funny at certain parts. Smile 2, a sequel to a film that I was just not expecting. I mean, to be completely honest here, I never even seen the first one. And it seems like you don't need to have seen the first one to enjoy this second one because all the rules are, sort of told to you in this film. Kinda. What can I say? The first one didn't really seem all that interesting, but apparently it got some positive reviews and people said it was actually pretty good. I don't know, I just saw that stupid poster and I just thought this is gonna be a waste of time. So I didn't bother watching it, nor did I care to watch it before this one, and you know what? I might just check out the first one now. We follow global pop star Sky Riley, portrayed by Naomi Watts, who is currently making a comeback after a very dangerous, serious accident. One that got her celebrity partner killed and she had to go through rehab in order to, get past all the drugs and alcohol and shit. And as Naomi Scott is trying to redeem her image, trying to make her way back into the industry and start getting big again, my goodness, she runs into the smile demon. Spirit, virus, parasite, ghost, whatever the fuck you want to call it. She's the only person in the world that can see this demon that imitates things, looks like people that she knows, all with a nice little smile. And as the smile demon tortures Naomi Scott's character, she goes into full panic mode and tries to figure out how to survive or maybe even defeat the thing. Like I said in the opening, there are parts in this movie where this smile, the face, just looked fucking ridiculous. So stupid. It just looked like people trying to copy Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin or something, and it just had me giggling. My audience probably hated me for that because they were silent and enjoying the movie, and I just found myself cracking up at certain parts. But this movie takes things up a notch and makes things extremely atmospheric, dark, creepy. The music is so good. The sound design here is amazing. So when you're seeing someone in the dark with a smiling little face in your own little apartment, that shit is not fucking funny. That is some scary, haunting shit. I just got chills thinking about certain scenes from this movie because, my goodness, that was just... oh my god. Yeah, I'll admit it, I'm a pussy, okay? Sometimes I cover my ears when some horrific shit's happening because it can get really loud. That's my excuse. It gets really loud sometimes, okay? Jump scares are often terrible, gimmicky, cliche, stereotypical. You can usually see it from a mile away. But thankfully, the director and writer of this film knows exactly how to do a jump scare. He knows how to mislead you and then boom, jump right at ya. Yes, I got scared, I jumped, and then I was thoroughly impressed and so happy to see a horror film done right. Jump scares done properly. Our main character, Sky, is likable, understandable, so when we're seeing her go through all this shit, she is trying so damn hard to keep it all together. And all this is thanks to the brilliant performance by Naomi Scott here. I mean, my goodness, she is giving it her all here. She shines. We've all seen her in a couple other films here and there, but this movie finally allows her to show off her chops because she has got them here. There was not a scene in this movie where I felt taken out, like I just didn't believe her character. No, everything here is written pretty well, really strong. The production of this movie is great. Everything here looks fucking sexy. Remember, this is a returning pop star, so we get to see some nice visuals of her like performance or whatever. There are some great stylistic choices when it came to the cinematography here that I thoroughly enjoyed. And when we get to the end of this film with the smile demon, we get some cool fucking visuals. Horrifying, unique, different. The design here, the style of this movie, the overall plot, I mean, my goodness, wow, what a surprise. So what are my issues with this movie? Well, it goes over 2 hours. And I honestly felt that this movie could have shaved off like maybe 20-30 minutes. I was really starting to feel the runtime by the middle to third act because, my goodness, I was just kind of bored at moments. I didn't find everything interesting. I felt that this movie should have been more self-contained into like maybe around 100 minutes rather than 120. And the third act of this movie that has a twist unfortunately just ruins it for me. It ruins what could have been a more interesting theme that is obviously inspired by It Follows. A part of me was wondering that maybe maybe this demon represents drug abuse, drug addiction, which would make a lot of sense knowing that our main character was a drug addict and she's trying to take control of her life again. And throughout this movie, she's always saying that she wants to take control again. She wants to get her life all back together again. As cool as this ending was, it just kind of fell flat and didn't really stick the landing. Y'all remember that terrible Truth or Dare movie that came out in 2018? Well, how that movie ends is how this movie ends. I can't tell if this movie is trying to set up a sequel or not, but I must assume that they left it open-ended as they did in hopes that they can make a third one, which is just completely needless because this movie could have been so much better by just wrapping up in the end. Or maybe not 100% wrapped up, but end off like It Follows. With all that being said, I still find this film quite enjoyable. Compared to all the Hollywood horror trash out there, this one stands out. You should definitely give this movie a watch even if you haven't seen the first one. But if you have seen the first one, go and watch this one. Apparently, it's just as good or even better. There are parts in this movie that are just stuck in my mind and had me thoroughly creeped out, and I was definitely checking the rearview mirror on my way back home from the theaters. Checking the back seats to make sure there ain't some smiling motherfucker about to shove their hand down my throat. Alright, that's enough of me. I'll catch you guys next time.